Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Tunisian Thievery in Europa Universalis IV. Alright, so we're going to try to put down these Mozabite separatists, and then after that we're going to position our troops on the coastline in preparation for the invasion of Castile. Thank goodness he didn't call in Portugal, even though he is allied to him. I'm imagining he had a truce with it, so he couldn't do it. He didn't call it in the Papal State either. That's probably because he doesn't have enough favors and they're too far away. Right, so someone had pointed out, and it's stupid little arrows. They appear from a distance to go straight through. But as you zoom in, they go right by. Sneaky. Anyway, but I really think it doesn't matter. Like, we really don't have a good place to put our merchant outside of where he already is. And we collect trade here, and then we just kind of send some more trade into the Genoa node. And that's fine, because we privateer that node, so there's really no other good place to put them as far as I'm concerned. We could try to collect trade here, but it's not an inland node, so we'd only get 2 trade power from the merchant. So, I mean, what's that going to really do for us? We theoretically could try to collect here, but hold on. If we did, let's just try this. If we did this, will we gain caravan power in that node? I'm not sure. I want to find out. So right now we're making 0.94 ducats from trade, and let's let the game run for a bit. We're gonna play a little bit slow just because I'm concerned about the 11 transports that Castile has. I want to make sure that they hopefully don't land. Troops in Ceuta, for example, which I'm assuming that they have military access through Portugal. No, they don't. Okay, well they could easily get it if they wanted to. They're allies. And then they have, like, no real issue with any of these guys, so these two could theoretically give military access to Castile. Tlemcen will not give military access to Granada because he hates him, but I could easily see Castile getting military access here. So we want to make sure that if Castile lands 30,000 troops here and then marches east, I'm screwed. We need them to try to land the troops in our land so that we can have a -2 landing penalty to help offset whatever's going on there. Also, we're probably not going to beat them to Tech 4. I mean, I'm trying, right? I'm trying really hard here to get that going. And we are losing a fair bit of money each month, but we can support this for a while. What would that be? 10 months is only 40 ducats, so we've got like 30 months. That's 2.5 years. So we can support it for a while. And we're only 1 year. Remember, we started the game, I think it was like November 1st, 1444. So that means that we've got 1 year. Actually, I think it's November 11th, if I remember correctly. That'll be when we want to start looting again with our ships. I think we're going to go for the rich provinces first. We'll just go like here to here to here to here to here to here. We'll try to get Aragon, because there's definitely some good value there. And excellent, that's actually what I wanted, because that means that we're going to be able to get our troops in a better position. We're flanking slightly right now. We got 1 cav engaged. Let's send over all the cav. And was this the better leader? No, we actually have the better leader here. Good. And actually, just in case, a little bit later, we'll send all the rest of the troops. Just to guarantee we don't lose this fight. I don't think we will, but yeah, it looks like we got routed a little bit in the center. So we did end up losing 4,000 manpower. But hey, you know, we conquered provinces. That's good. Supply here is 11. We can actually march that army with this leader. Good. Let's go to Kabylia. That way if we see troops starting to move this way, we'll be able to do something about it, hopefully. And I think I'm going to actually lower autonomy now. Well, we can't do it while we're at war. I hate that you can't lower autonomy while you're at war. That's just silly. Anyway. Conversion's still going at a fair clip, I hope. 2.8% per month. That's pretty good. We don't even have an Inquisitor. Is there an Inquisitor available? No. Diplomatic reputation guy. I mean, we're at 3 out of 4 relationship slots. I was considering trying to get an alliance with the Ottomans. One thing that someone had suggested that could really help us out is if we get strong enough that we can rival the Mamluks, then we can very easily secure the alliance with the Ottomans, which is practically an I win button. And then the other thing is that someone had mentioned that there is another achievement we can get, specifically as Tunis, which is Sons of Carthage, I think it's called. As Tunisia own or have cores on Sicily, Sardinia, the Balearic Islands, the coast of Algiers, and southern coast of Spain. Okay, sure, just conquer everything. Got it. I can do that. I'm good at that. I know how to do this. This is something I'm capable of. So most likely what's going to end up happening here is either Castile's war enthusiasm goes down to low, in which case we can offer him a white peace, or he continuously attacks me, in which case we just kill him. We just kill his troops as they land. We've got enough manpower for it. It has been long enough that we could revoke, well, it's been more than long enough, we could revoke some of these provinces that are owned by the nobility and the clergy. Sorry, the amirs and the ulema, let me get that correct. The ulema control, let's see which ones they control. They control this province over here, but this province over here is Sunni, right? So, like, there's no reason for them to have this land. If I were to revoke that, how are they feeling right now? This will decrease their loyalty by 24. Wow, that's pretty significant. That would take them below their minimum required amount. So we can't really take that one. That one's worth a fair bit, apparently. Is that like a lot of... 13 development, huh? I guess that is a relatively large amount compared to our overall amount in our country. This will decrease their loyalty by 5.6 to an acceptable level, and everything else to an acceptable level. Okay, let's do this one. Let's take this one back, assuming this one's the right religion. It is. No, it's not. Neither of these are. Okay, so these should stay in control of the clergy. And actually, if I'm being honest, we should be giving this one to the clergy right now as well. So the ulema can have this, because it is the wrong religion. And basically, my experience with the clergy is you just always give that to them. If we can get them above 60% loyalty, then we can actually get a bonus to our conversion speed right now as well. You could also recruit a level 2 Inquisitor. 50% cost. That's pretty good. They gain influence, but the dhimmis lose loyalty. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Pissing off the dhimmis by hiring an Inquisitor? Well, it kind of makes sense, because they don't want you to convert the land. Or we could spend a little bit of ducats to make the conversions faster. I think we will sack some prestige and legitimacy rather than give up money right now. Yeah. So that, starting next month, will give us an extra 2% conversion speed here, which is going to do a lot. I mean, it's going to take us up by like 66% speed. So that's great. So instead of being done in October of 50, it's going to be much, much faster than that. All right, cool. Let's go. Beyond that, also, though, I wanted to consider the emirs, who have 12.6 here and 6.9% here. And if I took those away, that would take them below the threshold. We're looking at autonomy. Every province that we own is fairly autonomous. We could give this one. This one's got 34%, but if I'm going to lower autonomy, I don't think we're... I don't know. Are we going to lower autonomy? This will take them back up to 15.8%. And then if I revoked, like this one, percentage of land is 4.6. So yeah, I think if I give him this one and then take this one away, that would actually be better. Let's give this to the emirs. Let's revoke this one. Yeah, works out. Everything's fine. That takes us down to 0% autonomy on a 5 development province versus having unrest in a 3 development province just to lower autonomy. So yeah, I think that that's a better approach. Not to mention that's a coastal province, so that in theory will potentially increase our naval force limit. One thing I'm curious about, and I haven't actually looked at this for a while, did they ever end up actually fixing that bugged force limit calculation? You remember I had discovered that. There was some weird math going on. It looks like they did. Yeah, every province, even the ones that are above 12, or sorry, above 10, are still apparently giving the correct amount of force limit. Good. Okay, good. A royal marriage with Granada has ended. He'll probably offer us a new one. I'll take it if and only if it doesn't cost us legitimacy. So I would like to be at 100 legitimacy. Our conversion speed is 4.9%. That's curious. The missionary will have monthly progress of 4.8% due to the following. Total missionary strength in the province is 4.9. Excuse me? Which one is it? Is it 4.8 or is it 4.9? Come on. Let's get this right. Come on. Come on, Paradox. Get your math together here. Alright, they have a 28% chance of taking that province. They have exact unit weight, which is stupid, by the way. This is not how a player would do the siege. Level 3 fort, you'd have 9,000 troops there. They're suffering an extra 7 regiments worth of attrition, so that's 7 times 1%, which would be 70 manpower per month, which is just dumb. I mean, Castile, how much manpower do you even generate right now? They gain 242. So every single month right now, they're wasting 70 of that. It's just poor, in my opinion, poor programming. Because no player would do that. No player would lose extra troops. Not to mention, Navarra has a siege leader. Like, do the attach thing. Get Navarra's siege leader in place. Where's your blockade? Are you blockading? Okay, he is. Granada actually has a surprisingly large number of ships. If we had any heavies at all, I would consider fighting them. Call it diet. And military support. I mean, getting that extra bit. This is close. This is really close. Like, if they were a little bit higher, I would call a diet and then demand military support. Wouldn't mind having a little bit more military points just to try to get ahead of them. If we had the land morale and the tactics advantage, there's just no way I could see them winning against our land force. Granted, I feel very confident with my army composition. We have 13 with 4 cav, and Castile has Regency and Tlemcen. Okay, Tlemcen has 11,000 cavalry, so they're going a little bit nuts on cav. But I still feel like 4 is the appropriate number. Ideally, we would want to have infantry equivalent to their transports, which is 11. We actually have a little bit extra. We have 2 extra infantry. So we'll actually hold back 2 of them. Because I want to deploy perfectly, right? I don't want the game to do that stupid thing where it puts the cav too close. Or whatever. We just want the infantry to fight the infantry. Right? Whatever he lands. And then have 4 cav on the outside flanking, taking no damage. We don't want them to take any damage. And again, every single month, nice disease outbreak on an extra 7,000 troops for no reason. Alright, he did take it. It's going to force out the Granada Navy. And one of these days, I am going to vassalize this guy. It's going to take a while. I think. We'll have to expand quite a bit. The alternative is just to attack the guy. I mean, we're his only ally, but that's 5 years. I don't know. It's inland land and the development's complete garbage. Like, I think we just wait. And I definitely don't want Fezzan to become a vassal of the Mamluks. I don't know if they're willing to accept. Like, let's see how close they would be willing to accept ours. Negative 57. Mamluks do have quite a bit more development than I do. I can actually see it quite easily. Mamluks have total development of 289. And we only have 107. So, nearly 3 times as much development. Yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance they could get Fezzan as a vassal. Although Fezzan did expand, so he's a little bit larger. Alright, we are in December of 49. It's time to go looting. We gotta go. We can't hold off. Like, we just gotta get our navy out here. Raid coasts. It has been raided. Cannot be raided again. Okay, someone's already raided it. Damn it. Who did that? Palermo has been raided recently and cannot be raided again. Don't tell me that the AI was that proactive and Morocco has come and raided everything. If they have, I'm going to be really pissed. Who the hell is raiding these provinces? Raided coasts, May of 1455. Yeah, I missed it. I missed my opportunity here. I was slow. Okay, here comes the troops. They're landing in Mitja. So we will be there easily on the 24th. He will land on the 13th of February. So we are in position. We've got hopefully the better leader appointed, which is us, my actual leader. And did he put his whole navy here? Yeah, he's got the heavies there. Still nothing we can raid. Alright, so I mean, 1, 2, 3. It had to be freaking Tlemcen that did it. It's got to be who did it. Still, I'm gonna, do my diligence here and see if there's any provinces that we can raid. Crisis of the Maghreb has ended. Granada is engaging his navy right now. I mean, I guess we'll throw our navy in here and try to help out, but I'd kind of rather not win the naval battle. I don't even really want to be fighting these ships, honestly. In fact, no, I'm just not going to do this. I want to kill his army. I'm almost confident. Wait, Tlemcen, who hates me? Well, he doesn't hate me. I have him rivaled. But he still gave me money anyway, because he doesn't want me to lose against the Catholics. What are you doing? Why would you come back out again? Alright, there we go. So we have a wider army. We're flanking perfectly. He did land a lot of cavalry. Because a -2 penalty with a 1-1-1 leader, and we've got a 2-2-2 leader. So we have effectively a 3 pip advantage in every phase. Let's just hope that we roll well. Of course he rolls a 9, but that turns into a 7. We've got a 7 as well. He lost way more than we did then that day. He's losing twice as many. Of course he rolls an 8 to our 1, but it's the fire phase, and it's early game, so fire phase doesn't matter too much. There's a 7 versus a -1. Nice. Declining power of the Emirs. The Emirs lose influence, currently 61.8. The Emirs are the nobility, yeah? Well, that's kind of unfortunate. I'd actually prefer for them to have a little bit more influence, but okay. Apparently they're just randomly losing power. And it looks like we're going to win that with not too many losses. We killed 8,000 troops at the cost of 2,800. And he has nowhere to retreat to, so we can stack wipe him now. Granada, again, suiciding his navy for no reason whatsoever. And it doesn't look like... I don't think that the Castilian navy is going to leave until... Instant stack wipe, cool. Until we kill his army, he's not going to leave. So we'll just wait here again, just do the same thing over again. And our goal in doing this is just to get his enthusiasm down. Via losses. He thinks he's making gains. Yeah, you're making gains because you're getting a ticking war score, but I just stack wiped you. I just killed 11,000 of your troops, just so you know. So, okay, I doubt Fazan has enough ships to loot over here. Let's go see if maybe there's something over here. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we can go down, like, into this region. 1, 2, 3. There's got to be at least one sea zone that I can loot. Got to be at least one. Let's grab, actually, we're pretty much fully up to strength. We finished a conversion, 20-month conversion of Djerba. Sounds good. We could revoke land from the clergy, now that we've converted Mizab. And potentially lower autonomy. For now, I think we just leave it in their hands while we're at war. Alright, go ahead. Come on, Castile. Land another 11,000 troops. Let's see how it goes for you. I'm sure it'll go better this time. No, really, it's going to be great. You should try it. So disappointing. This is why we need to kill all the other Berbers. If I kill all of the other Berbers, then I will be able to do the loot. Whenever I want. Not raid Sunni provinces. We've got 1, 2, 3. There's a couple provinces here, and I think we should be able to loot these. 1, 2, 3. We can also raid Cyprus. Are you serious? Who the hell did all this raiding? You guys suck. Quarantine the port and let them die. That's almost always the right decision. And Fazan did become a vassal of the Mamluks. Great. Wonderful. Can't even raid this. Cyprus has been raided recently, cannot be raided until February. Okay, next time, note to self, just be more proactive. Are you coming, Castile? Are you going to try it again? I think you should try it again. There goes his is making gains modifier. Come on, Castile. What are you waiting for? Oh, 13 transports now? Okay, by all means, combine the army then. You gonna try it? You feel like you feeling lucky, punk? Come on over here. And I don't think I can make an invasion of his territory, but if he sends enough of these troops over here, then maybe. The Ulema, which again I think is the clergy, if I'm not mistaken, loses loyalty. Right now we've got 66% loyalty. We want their loyalty to be high so that we have that extra conversion speed. We've got 2 more provinces to convert, and I don't want to lose that. Gaining piety will give us even more missionary strength as well, and give us more morale of armies, so... It stinks losing prestige, but I kind of prefer to be at negative prestige, just so that we're gaining, because we've got a prestige advisor right now, and I don't think it's a big penalty. That also actually does open us up to the opportunity here that we could potentially get some serious monarch points out of this. I could hire a level 2 theologian. Takes them to 75% influence. We could demand administrative support. Get 150. And then we could just make a generous donation. And get them right back up above 60. So that's 150 monarch points out of nowhere. That I think is well worth it. Whenever possible, though, I like to sync those things up. And if we're going to be negative prestige, we might as well be a little bit less negative. A little bit more negative. Give these guys a little bit more influence, get some more trade efficiency. Up here... give the emirs a little bit more. Let's go ahead and do it. Just so that they have a little bit more manpower recovery speed. And for a very, very short period of time, if I call a diet right now, we could actually have them at... we could get the land maintenance modifier as well. Which would help, because I'm over the force limit. It's not going to last for very long. It's going to expire, like, literally in 2 months, but... hey, whatever. We need the manpower recovery speed. We're going to stay up to snuff against some of our neighbors here. I think it's necessary. In the meantime, then, I guess, since these navies can't really do anything now, let's go privateer like Constantinople, which will, well, that'll piss off. Let's go privateer, let's go privateer Venice. Hopefully that's far enough away that the Castilian navy will ignore us, and we'll just piss off these guys. Who cares about them? Our merchant has returned from Wien. That's out of our range now? Really? Why is this suddenly out of our range? It wasn't out of our range a moment ago. Current range 303, max range 200. Huh. Well, it was in range. I guess our merchant had to come home. Well, we could try collecting from trade in Genoa. I mean, collecting from trade versus steering trade is probably going to be a little bit better. At least a tiny bit. Yeah, 0.04 ducats. I don't know about that. Alright, here he comes again. No troops on the ships this time around. He's just blockading for some reason. Alright. Fair enough. I mean, you do what you gotta do, man. In that case, I'm gonna lower army maintenance to like half. Because by the time he responds, I'll know that he's coming. We'll see his navy leave. We got free diplomats right now, which is kind of silly. Really would have been a whole lot better if the Mamluks hadn't vassalized the Fezzan army, the navy or country or whatever it is, because then I could have just backstabbed him and done it when the Mamluks wouldn't honor the call. And how are we doing on favors with you? Only 3. Might as well be improving relations with some of our neighbors here. We have -6 reasons for an alliance with him. Apparently, the Ottomans think that I'm threatened by the Mamluks. Even though the Mamluks haven't rivaled me or anything. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, cool. Well, it's, you know, we've had a little bit of a development here. Hopefully we're making a little bit of money from privateering. Yes, 1.6 ducats. Privateering the Venetian node. That's not bad. Tunisian thievery, right? I'm still so disappointed. We missed out on like hundreds of ducats in loot that we could have had if there was any way to actually, you know, get it. This is really irritating, though, having to wait for length of war to tick down. Caucasier, accumulate money. Accumulate money for prestige. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, cool. Well, I am going to take a break here. I'll see you again in the next episode, though. I'll see you soon. Don't worry about it. I'll see you tomorrow. Or like in 6 hours, 12 hours. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the campaign. I'll see you in a bit.